morning, everybody. We're starting a new day, bright and early. I got up at 6 and ordered my next 2 permits. I wanted to scale here. I want to show you something. Like the scale at this Easy Travel Center. Check this out. There's like a huge hump in there, and they have the railings on this side. I don't like these. And there's no room to exit. Like there's trucks parked right there. I don't know what they're thinking, you know, for the scale. I think the only truck that can go through here because of the tight space is like a straight truck, you know, like especially me, like 107 feet. So I ordered the permits, and well, just again, only for next 2 states, which is North Carolina and Tennessee. I'm going kind of like a little bit in a roundabout way because I did my research, and this is the cheapest way in terms of permits and pilots. But I'm pretty sure I will need a pilot already in, like I didn't need one here in South Carolina, but I'm pretty sure I will need one in North Carolina. And I double checked the dimensions, so the new permits are ordered not for 11-10 wide, but for 10 feet wide, because I'm like 9'6", and whereas this permit was ordered for 14.2 overall, now I ordered the new permit for 13 feet 11 inches. I'm 13'10". I just added 1 more inch just to be on the safe side. And now I programmed this like next 2 spots, but wrote down my instructions. Check this out. They look like this. So I'm gonna turn the camera off once I'm on the I-26 right here, but then you have to drive to 101A, and after that we have all this beautiful stuff. It'll be about 20-30 miles, so I'm gonna start the camera there. So we're gonna look at some beautiful farmland in South Carolina. There's lakes in there, you know. I know you guys love this stuff, right? So like some backcountry roads. But for now, let's just get out of here. So I checked all the chains, everything is good. A couple of them were a little bit loose, so I tightened them. I got my flags. Okay, the flashing light is on, just to kind of like warn people. And I know there's a big gloves. There's a big gloves on I-26, and I thought maybe, you know, because after this little detour, I'm jumping back on I-26, and this detour starts in after Columbia. So all the way to Columbia there's nothing. But you see, this is what happens. I don't know why they are sending me on that detour. Is it because I told them I'm 14'2" tall or almost 12 feet wide? You see? So now I'm pretty sure the next 2 permits I will have less detours. But because I don't know my weight, I'm just guessing. So I ordered the next 2 permits with the same weights. And that's why I really need to scale somewhere. I need to scale on the way to North Carolina. All right, yeah, you see, so last time I slept here before loading, I just took this exit, like real nice, you know, because I was going 26 east or south. So now I'm going west or north, actually, towards Columbia. Yeah, yesterday the camera just died as I was talking, but I don't think this thing is 105,000 pounds, you know? I don't know, it doesn't feel that heavy. I think maybe it's like 90 maybe, I don't know. But you know, weight can be very deceitful, like the feeling, you know, like your, you know, the feeling in your pants, so to speak. But we'll see. I will know once I hit some big hills, because I will know how the truck, you know, pulls. But for now it pulls okay, except yesterday it was very hot. It was like almost 30 degrees Celsius, and my fan kept coming on as I was coming out of the port, you know. So it is heavy, but how heavy exactly? They say it's 47,000 kgs. I think the paperwork says 47.5 kgs or metric tons. So that's 105. But like I said, you see, like they were wrong about the width, they were wrong about the height, and I know why they were wrong about the width, because there's on the side of that machine, for easier access to the cab, there's supposed to be a little, like a sidewalk, you know. And so when they transport this, they remove the sidewalk. And actually my paperwork, I said 2 pieces sidewalk, like part number this, and then the machine part number this. And I talked to the guy at the port. I said, where's the sidewalk? I thought I was picking this up too. And he says, no, you're only getting 1 piece. Okay, I hope they don't blame me, because I did ask, right? But as you might know, I'm not supposed to have 2 pieces. But last time when I was moving this Zenebogen, the same type of a machine, but green, the guys disconnected that sidewalk and we just put it on the main body in the front. You know, there's room in there, and I put it in there on some boards and tie it down with the straps, and nobody questioned me all the way to Manitoba. And then over there they took it off and they installed it. So now I'm guessing this guy will have to ship it somehow with a flatbed or step deck. It's pretty heavy. Like, you cannot lift it just with your hands, you know. It's probably at least a couple of 100 pounds, maybe 3. So well, you know, it's a partial load for a step deck or flatbed, right? So those are a dime a dozen. You see, I'm already hitting 200F, and it's only 23 Celsius. Not sure what's going on. I might need to keep my you know, once I hit that I-40, that scares me a little bit, because there's a real hills in there, right? And over here, a lot of bridges, you see they're marked 16, 15. I didn't see any bridges lower than 15. right, now we're just gonna set up my cruise control at okay, 92 kilometers an hour, so 57 mph, and I'm cruising like this, pretty much on a flat road towards Columbia, and then exit 101A. 101A. So we're gonna pause the recording now. We're gonna restart once I take that exit. Cool. And I'm passing 95. Alright, so this is the US 76. I just took the exit from I-26, and here, you know, I like stopping like this one. You just need to stop for a second, check your chains, and you know, when the lane ends, so this lane ends, and there's I pulled forward and ahead of the sign so people can see that the lane ends, right? And so I need to take this road, which is Farming Creek Road. Actually, it's not such a bad detour, you know, once you oh boy, there's an oversized load. Man, these guys are flying. So if a guy like that can drive here, then, you know, he's like 16 feet wide probably. I feel pretty good about my load. 9 feet 6 inches wide. I like it. So it's heavy, but the height is good, and it's not too crazy wide. Like these loads are relatively, you know, easy. Alright, so 3.6 kilometers to my turn. the cab. Farming Creek Road. Farming Creek Road. And I found a spot, you know, on Google Maps. I found a spot, you know, some kind of a business, I forgot, like a church or something. Like as long as I can choose it, you know, on Google Maps, it's right before that turn for the Farming Creek Road, so I don't miss it. And so I programmed that as my first stop. So this way, you know, I do it like that. So, and then my next stop is my next turn, which is Highway 34. So we go like this. Just hope I don't miss it. It's somewhere right here. It's probably the next light. Maybe not. This one? No, next one. So this is some kind of a... Oh yeah, it just goes this way. I have to turn left. This one. I think. Yeah. You see? You have to be on the lookout for your turn. And I think I put this, you see, this Captain's Choice Marine. That's what I used as my and now I can click cancel, remove next stop.
Head northwest on US 176 West, US 76 West towards State Road S 4957.
So that's our first turn. Oh, and it found it. Well, almost. I do take Highway 6. Yeah, at the end of this. All right, let's see. They're very low. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, we're good. on Highway 6. Oh yeah, so I go like this till I catch Highway 6, and then pretty much I take Highway 6. That takes me back to US 76. Don't worry, little fella, I'm not gonna hurt you. But yeah, these freaking trees are everywhere, you know? And like I said, the top of the cab is all plastic, and very soft plastic. Man. Sorry, buddy. Expensive load. Gotta protect the. Look at this. No, this is unbelievable. Like, and you can see all the branches are. All the branches are broken. And my cab is on this side. The rear wheel on the Stinger is on the white line. That's it. I see a signal sign, so that's where I'm turning right.
In 400 meters, turn right onto South Carolina 6 West.
Now if people stop here, that's it, I'm screwed.
Continue on South Carolina 6 West for 2 kilometers.
Cool. See, if I hadn't signaled, and like if I didn't honk my horn, the guy would just pull up right to the intersection. Okay, cool. So now we're just looking for 76, but Google wants me to go from 76, take some kind of a local road to go back to I-26, which I cannot do because I have to stay on 76. Now things are going very well with my second channel about Russian music. I'm gonna post another video soon because now I know which accordion I'm buying. I just hang up the phone when I was stopped there. I was talking to a sales rep in Moscow, Russia, who he's a musician, but he's also a rep for the factory. And so yeah, I'm buying a simple, old school Russian accordion, and then we're also talking about a much more advanced model for December, so that it's, because that one takes like 6 months to build, about 4 months for the accordion itself, and then all the extras, bells and whistles, I'm gonna do through another guy to turn it into like a mini orchestra. It's gonna have lots of synthesized sounds, but more about that on my Russian accordion channel. So if you're interested in Russian musical instruments and Russian music, check that channel out, subscribe. I'll be posting videos there whenever I have something new to report. So now the next video will be about
200 meters, turn left onto US 76 West.
the next video will be about buying my first accordion. That will be my second video on the channel. And I think it has about, now it has about 200.
Left onto US 76 West.
It has about 200 subscribers. And each one of them is very appreciated, because I'm just starting the journey on that one, because here I have, you know, I have yeah, I see now I need that. I need 34, but oh wow, there's 2 lanes turning here. And that's not good.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Bigley Road. State Road has 4286.
All right, we're good. And that's it. So that was the only pretty much, you know, couple of turns. So now I stay on this one.
Turn right onto Bigley Road. State Road has 4286.
I stay on this one until I reach Highway 34, and then I go right or north on 34, and that one takes me to I-26, and that's it. After that, I can stay on 26 all the way to the border with North Carolina. crazy people. Now we're just avoiding that tree. So Google found the proper route, 76 all the way to 34. So it's 37 kilometers. Not too bad. What is it, like 20 miles? No, 20 miles is 16 and times 2 is 32 and 5 kilometers more, 23 miles. I don't want a faster route. What the heck are you doing? I feel like Jesus. Okay, these are not very low. Because you know, who are they gonna blame? If I crack the top of the cab, of course they're gonna blame the driver. those guys with those mobile homes drive here. No, there's no shoulder. We have a caravan behind me. Well, not very big, maybe like 4 cars, 5 cars, but there's a broken line so they can pass me. But most of the time people are like afraid, you know, they're hypnotized by your flashing lights. I got my flashing lights in the bumper. And they're driving behind kind of like in a trance. And then finally somebody kind of like wakes up, and then other people follow. So they're like a, you know, what they call them? Like sheep, you know, like I'm kind of like leading them as a leader. I'm like the leader of the pack. Yeah, but I have nowhere to hurry, right? So remember the dogma in trucking: choose the slowest speed that will get you to your destination on time. And right now my destination is the border with North Carolina, and I don't have the North Carolina permit, so I have nowhere to rush. So the plan is, once I turn onto that 34 and then I jump on I-26, I'm gonna stop there and look at my Trucker Path app on the phone and see what my options are, because I have to stop somewhere. I think from that point it's gonna be only like 60 miles to the NC line, right? So if I don't see my permit, I'll have to shut down somewhere. So it can be just a short day today, because even if I get the NC permit, I'm 95% positive they will want me to have a pilot. And so I will have to get a pilot, find them online, and it's not that easy. You know, people are busy, you know, it's very difficult to get a car for the same day. And you always try to cover, let's say they tell me I need a pilot in North Carolina, but I also need a pilot in Tennessee, for example. And then you definitely want to have one guy so that you cover as many states as possible in one sitting, right? Oh, and also, yeah, what's important is once I find the truck stop where I can regroup and wait for my permit, I need to scale, because that's why I only ordered NC and Tennessee, TN. I want to know my weight. Is it really 105,000 pounds? Maybe it's like 107, or maybe it's 100,000. If I know that, then I'm gonna use the exact axle weights for my next permit. And if that state charges by the ton per mile, I can potentially save, you know, a lot of money because the permit will be cheaper. You know, like right now for these 3 states, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee, I ordered the permit based on the weight of 110,000 pounds. So I know that this way I'm covered. But if I don't have to, I don't want to order all permits for 110,000 pounds, right? Because yeah, some of them are just like Michigan. Michigan is 50 bucks no matter what. But Michigan is going to be expensive for me because I need 2 pilots. So I'm gonna call my old acquaintance Teresa from Michigan and ask her to line up a second pilot. But it's gonna be like basically, I don't know, 100 miles from Ohio border. Yeah, I don't like hitting these steel plates because sometimes there was a big steel plate probably covering some broken pavement. But what happens is that sometimes those plates have extremely sharp corners. And if you hit it with your tire, that's it, you're done. So yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, see that guy? I don't need pilots, right? And I don't need pilots here because I'm 107. That guy is probably like 120, 130 because he has a Tridem everything. Tridem Jeep, I think. Tridem booster. Alright, we are 28 kilometers, 28 clicks away from my turn onto 34. The road opens up. The speed limit now is 55, and you see they cut the trees near the road. All trees. big. Like the branch was huge. No, like I'm serious, you know, you hit it and then you pay like $5,000-$10,000, you know, in damage. I'm 11 clicks, 7 miles, no, 10 clicks, 6.5 miles to my turn, which is Highway 34, right? Clicks. And I don't want to go in the curb lane because, again, because of the trees. I'm getting slightly tired of avoiding all those branches. check this out. The guy's hauling a rock truck. You see, all oversized loads are sent this way, so there must be some kind of a construction or something going on I-26. Yeah, you see, whole bunch of trees, very low, so that's why I cannot drive there. All right, 2.5 clicks to my turn, so now we're getting somewhere. I'm guessing there should be a sign there that, just like I saw before, it should say I-26 this way. That's why I drive slow, because with so much weight, even doing like 35 miles an hour, I still have to, you know, brake real hard. Come on. I see on the right says 26 east go this way, 26 west go straight, and I see the sign that says 34, highway 34. It's going to be the next light, I'm guessing. So we are on the right track. Yeah, it's the next light. This lane because I have no idea how wide the turn is over there. It doesn't look very wide from here, so we're gonna be turning from this lane. Maybe even from this one, like half of the lane Oh, but actually it's cool that there's not like the angle is like this. It's probably 110, 120 degrees, which is cool. Always like turns like this, you know. This turn would be very bad because it's like 70 degrees, but this one is cool. And of course the guy parks right on the edge of his turn lane. Made it. So now we just look for I-26. Where we can rejoin the civilization. Doesn't look like it's far. It's probably 3 clicks, 4 clicks. Like there's a fuel station. I don't know how big it is, but I can see I-26. It's at the top of that hill. Alright, so what do I have here? We have Waffle House, we have Citgo, and then we have Shell and BP, but these are just, I don't see any trucks. Man, I'd love to have those pecan waffles, but now it's not the weekend. All right, here we go. find there might be some food in there. It says good food, you know, you gotta trust people, right? If it says good food, oh, it's a restaurant, I think, even. So I think I'll just park here for a second and go and grab something. Stupid 391 ratio, doesn't want to start in first gear. As soon as there's like a tiny little hill, it wants 1 tall. Perfect. So I'm not in the, I'm off the lane, so I can just go check my chains and maybe grab something to eat and find a truck stop. That's what I need. Find a truck stop and I'll continue from there. All right, just did the scale. It's crazy. Well, the scale is okay, and then this is nice. I can just go right in here, right? But the problem is, I saw right away, I saw markings, you know, like rubber markings. When you, like, the exit is much sharper than this over there. And I asked the girl, I said, do you think I'll make that corner over there? I said, I'm 107 feet long. And she's like, oh, I don't know, you'll have to check yourself. And then some guy says, oh, you should be fine, I go there all the time. And so of course I go there and I try to stay as much as possible towards the grass, you know, like go in a very wide circle. And still my second tire on this side, the second tire on the trailer hits the curb, and the left tire goes right onto and then jumps down. And then the stinger kind of like gets scrubbed in right against the shoulder, the curb, you know. So I went, and that's how you can kill your tires, you know, when the tire gets, you know, like this, squashed on a curb. There's a lot of weight, and you can see how it goes down. And that way, it already happened to me. I had to replace one tire. I went on the curb. And basically what happens is that the tire cracks on the side, you know. It doesn't lose, didn't lose air, but it just didn't look healthy, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so here's, I asked her if she can do split weight. She said no. So what I did first, this first ticket is for the steer axle, truck, and Jeep, okay. And this one is, she couldn't do 3+1 because I parked my truck with 3 axles on one platform and 1 axle on the last platform. I call her and she says, oh, I cannot do it, you have to move back a couple of feet. And I'm like, if I move back, I'm gonna screw up this, because now basically only 2 axles were on platform 2, like there was nothing on platform 1.